Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm cooperator because I'm actually in a British environment. Yes, I'm meeting a certain lady. I'll call her a British lady. Some of you know her already today. She's not just beautiful, but she's equally smart and good at what she does. I meet her in her office. Yes, Noela Lyonga. It's a rainy morning in Boya, but amazingly she's here. And of course, I met her interns and staffs already working, and it tells you how serious things go on here. Tell us, how does it feel to carry all this huge responsibility on your shoulders?
It's really inspiring for me.
Yeah.
The people I meet, the places we go to, I really feel so inspired.
Yeah. Before you tell us how this all started in a few words though, let's get in like 3 words. How would you describe yourself as a person?
3 words.
Yeah. Let's give you 5. I'm kind of this one. I'm like this one.
One, I think I'm inspiring.
Yeah.
Because I tell myself I was born to inspire. 2, I'm a very conscious person.
Yeah.
I try to look at details of everything I do.
Yeah.
3, I like smiling. I like being happy.
Yeah.
And 4, I like meeting people and getting to hear their stories.
Yeah.
5,
Do people describe you sometimes as too serious?
yeah, it depends on where they meet me.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, even in the most serious places, I act very, very casual, simple, social.
Yeah.
I'm not the blunt type.
Yeah.
Right?
What kind of friends do you keep?
My real friends are people who are having the things I really enjoy.
Yeah.
For instance, I have friends who are dancers because I like dancing.
Yeah. You dance. You don't just like dancing. You dance very well.
Yeah.
I'll tell you where I saw you dancing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. And then I have people who like reading.
Yeah.
I have friends who read a lot. So sometimes if we pick a book, we can do a review about the book.
An interesting bookshelf behind you.
Yes.
Very interesting bookshelf. Yeah.
We can do a review about the book. So I have friends in that category. Then I also have friends who are business oriented, work oriented. And when we meet, we might be sharing a drink, but we are talking about business and how we can grow and do things better and more professionally.
The whole Noela Lyonga, it's not all your name. It's like a label on its own.
Yeah.
How did the whole Noela Lyonga branch start?
It's a very long story.
Yeah.
But to cut it all short, I would say my experience in school, my experience in life, and the opportunities that came my way led me into creating this.
Yeah.
One of those opportunities is a scholarship from the British High Commission for my master's. And when I had it, I was really inspired with the conversation I had within my interview.
Yeah.
And they were like, you are a history student. We should expect you to maybe be someone who's just reading and always just being on her own side. But you're everywhere. You're going into the community like a social someone. Even before I went to the university, I was actually volunteering with other organizations.
How did you come in contact with the word volunteer? How did that particular word come into your dictionary? Because a synonym for Noela Lyonga would be volunteer.
Yes.
That's my personal opinion. Okay. So now, how did you come in contact with that word?
You know, the word has been there for several years.
Yeah.
And mostly in Europe and America is very popular.
For you, how did it come into your life?
In 2012, after I was kind of getting into the university after work. I had volunteered before, but I did not really put it like I was volunteering.
Yeah.
But when I got into the university that 2012, I was engaging more with civil society organizations. And then I was told that, oh, this girl, you volunteer a lot. And you're not being paid. How do you take care of yourself? How are you living? How are you coping? And that is when I started understanding more about volunteerism. Though I was not being paid, I was receiving tips, I was meeting people, I was gaining experiences that have all contributed to all the little things you see around me today and who I am and what this place is all about. So all those experiences summed up, and then we are now saying people should volunteer.
Yeah.
You're not volunteering because you just want to go and serve. You're volunteering because there are experiences out there you can have while serving with people. You're going out there to volunteer because there are networks you can build. I met a lot of people thanks to me working for free. And today, some of those networks are still helpful to me and this organization.
How would you say you've impacted those young people you generally work with? How have they benefited from this whole wide experience you've gathered here?
Now we have 4 departments.
Yeah.
The first, which is health. We organize health campaigns. I think young people have learned that life is not just about just living, but it's about staying healthy and active.
Yeah.
And some of the activities in that department has empowered a lot of young people to live healthy and active lifestyle. And then secondly, the volunteer placement department, especially job seekers from the university, we've been able to post them in places where they can serve. Many of them are working today thanks to this organization, in high profile places thanks to the organization. And away from giving employment to these youths, we also have the community empowerment department where we go out into rural areas and we do coaching. And I think these communities, especially the volunteerism clubs we've created in these communities, it's really helpful as the young people in these communities are doing amazing things to help the community reach their goals. For instance, they can do a clean-up campaign and digging up a gutter and a lot.
Would you say these young people have actually understood the importance of all the things they do alongside the Noela Lyonga Foundation? Because the whole idea is not just about, I think if you gather a group of young people and say, let's go to the Mile 17 motor park and keep the park clean. It's not all about, I want to believe that the whole idea is not all about keeping that place clean, but it's about giving them a certain understanding about life and about society and probably about themselves and all that. Would you say this whole volunteering thing and the young people around you have made or gotten a certain understanding that goes beyond just the volunteering?
Yes, I think they have. Because sometimes in the field, the way they act, I feel like it's more than them just thinking they're volunteering. They see themselves as humans who are there for the community and to help others who need help. So they take it, they claim ownership of it. And that also is a great inspiration for me to come up with many more activities that we can volunteer and use it as a platform to connect with the community and have that human fulfillment that you have in serving people and communities.
This is your platform now. Talk to the young people who are listening to you out there. Let's say you are Mrs. President of the Republic. I said it, yes? I said it. Girl power.
Yes.
Okay, now, let's say you're Mrs. President of the Republic. Right now, you have a few youths who are listening to you on this modest platform. What would you tell them? What would you want them to know and understand about the world they are living in and about what they can bring in as contribution towards change, of course, positive change?
I would tell the young people that your life is in your hands, and whatever you are doing, you're responsible for it. It's not our government, it's not our parents, it's not the kind of school we attend. It's about you. So any move you want to make in life, any move you want to make, be conscious about it and say, I'm the one doing this because I think I need to do this. And it will guide me to take the next step of my life. I'm not doing it because I want to please someone. I'm doing it because I feel It's necessary. And with that, you can see yourself taking steps every day that you will not regret you're taking them.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we do things, young people especially, we do things because of peer pressure and what the community is presenting to us, and later on we sit back and we regret. And that's already an experience in our life that is adding up to form who we are.
Yeah.
So my advice to young people, be yourself. Whatever you're doing, be conscious about it. And do it knowing that it is you who has decided to do it. And whatever is coming out of it, you are responsible for it.
Something comes to my mind right now, and it's an expression. I want you to tell me what you think about it.
Yeah.
Make your own mistakes. What do you think about that expression?
Make your own mistakes.
Yeah.
I think that will mean you should just do things as you think it's necessary, and if they are not good enough, it's you. It's your error.
Would you give that advice to a young volunteer within your amongst your volunteers? Would you give that advice to?
Of course I will, because the more we make mistakes, the more we fail, the more we learn. But if we sit in our comfort zones and we're not doing anything, we are liable not to grow. We are liable not to be able to face life.
In other words, it's okay to fail.
Yes, it's very okay to fail.
Okay.
It is very. I failed several. It's okay to fail because failure helps you take a better move next time.
Yeah.
And it also strengthens you.
Yeah.
It makes you to feel like even if something else is coming my way, if I get it or not, I'm still going to be okay.
Yeah.
So failure is a necessity. I don't think people should kill themselves for failing.
Yeah.
It's better to fail and then you take a next move than not to take any move at all.
We're coming to the end of our little entretien, our little tete-a-tete. But ladies and gentlemen, just check out behind me. You'd see a couple of pictures on the wall, but that's not my focus. My focus is actually on the British flag.
Oh my God.
Explain to me, just in a few words, tell me your love story with that country. Tell me about that love story. I know it's a love story. I know it's something interesting to tell. That's what I want you to tell me.
It's more than a love story.
Yeah.
It's been a special few moments in the past for me that has motivated me to keep the flag here. So if you see here in 2018,
maybe stand up and show us. That's what
this one.
Yeah.
Yes.
The points of light.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's from Her Majesty the Queen.
Yeah.
When she sent that, I really felt motivated because I'd been working for several years and I felt like I was just volunteering, I was just doing community work.
And nobody was seeing what you were doing.
Even though I didn't care whether people were seeing, I was having fun.
Yeah.
But when I had this recognition, I felt like what I was doing was not just for my own self-satisfaction and the people around me, but it goes beyond. And if you see, Her Majesty said, in recognition of exceptional service, educating prisoners and encouraging hundreds of young people to volunteer.
Yeah.
So just that statement, it was a great motivation for me. And I felt like I could get more young people volunteer. If the Queen is right over there in the UK and she's sending this to
it means the little
it's
I'm
valuable.
doing is quite impactful. It means the little I'm doing is actually touching lives in a certain way.
Of course, that really motivated me and I had to keep doing it. And I kept doing it and I was so fortunate again. I was invited to the UK on a top class trip that I could never dream of.
Yeah.
So the British government selects, I think, 18 people doing amazing things in the Commonwealth to visit the UK. And not just visit the UK, but visit the top places in the UK. We went to Downing Street number 10, we went to the House of Lords, the House of Commons. You know, it's their system and they're getting us from different countries to visit and explore and see how things work. Yeah, so I think in general, the experiences I had both in London, Manchester and Sheffield made me to feel like the British government is it's not just important to me, but all the people we are inspiring, because they see our works and they are taking us to places where we can see opportunities to improve. Because through that International Leaders Program, I met people, I went to places that motivated me when I came back to start doing things differently. And to feel like it's not just about doing things because you want to do things, but it's about doing it because of the impact and also merging it to the goals of your country. So I still respect my country so much, but I think the British government has really been a motivation to me in person and the Noela Lyonga Foundation in general.
Just talk to us young people who are listening to you and tell us why we should be the way you think we should be.
To the young people listening, you need to know that you have a role to play. You're living today in this community, wherever you find yourself, because you have a role to play in that community at that time. So you have to do something, no matter how small it is. Keep solving a problem, no matter how small your action is. Because the more we focus on the solutions and solving problems, the more we're inspiring other people to come on board.
We have been in the company of Noela Lyonga. It's a young lady who has been doing her own little contribution to ensure that the society, the young people around her are inspired in their own way, in her own way. We are hoping that we'll be coming over again sometime to talk to her about some other things, maybe focusing on a specific project she's working on. I don't know yet, we'll find out. But you will equally get the chance to know when we get to meet her again. Thank you, Noela, for having us.
Thank you too for having me.
A few words in there. Do you speak Mokwe? How good is your Mokwe?
Not very good, but I know small. I know
tell me
little.
the little one. How good is your Mokwe? Tell me.
Oh my god.
She's shy.
Oh
She's
my
blushing.
god. Okay.
She's blushing.
I would say Eliagbamo to all the Bakre people listening.
Yeah. And in French, a few words in French.
In French, j'ai... Oh my god, okay.
Tu vas parler français.
In French, I would say, j'encourage les gens qui sont dehors, qui travaillent pour faire la communauté. Oh my god, it's not coming.
Okay. We'll leave it at that, okay?
J'encourage tout le monde qui travaille dehors pour la communauté.
Travailler dur, c'est le travail qui paye. And then one last thing, your British accent. Say something in your British accent. I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. You can.
I hear those guys don't hear or don't understand you when you don't talk like them.
Yeah, so you need to try.
Yeah. In your British accent now.
Oh my goodness. I don't really have a British accent.
You don't really have one.
Yeah, but
each time when you go to the British High Commission, how do you speak to him? Does he understand you when you talk the way we're talking right now? When you speak to him,
yeah,
like
he does.
He actually understands you. Probably because he's been in Cameroon
for a long
time and all that.
He does.
So you generally don't do any specific modification on your accent so that you'll be understood?
I don't know. Maybe I do that unconsciously, but I really don't know if I have an accent.
Okay, we're going to end here. Until next time, we say bye-bye. And of course, thanks. Thank you very much for being faithful to our channel. More is going to be coming your way as the days unfold. Merci, au revoir.
Bye.
That's it.